Well, welcome to the RamConnect tutorial. Today I'm going to walk you through how to use RamConnect, which is Fordham's online community for networking guidance and career advice from the Fordham Career Center and also the Fordham Alumni's office. This is a great way to make connections and possible opportunities. So, signing in is going to be the first thing to do. RamConnect.fordham.edu. That's how you're going to log into the page, and it should look like this. So, when you're signing up, a few ways for you to get into your account. So, you'll click sign in. When you click on sign in, you can either sign in with your Fordham single sign in or your LinkedIn account. Preferably your Fordham single sign on, so it'll identify you as a Fordham recent graduate or also someone who has attended Fordham. So it's just verifying it. If you do it through LinkedIn, it'll take a little bit more time for it to actually get approved because they have to identify that you're a student. So going in with your single sign-on, you'll sign in here and it'll identify with your credentials. You will have to fill out your profile when you start the process. So mine is already set up. So this is what it will look like once you complete the actual profile. Fill out as much information as possible. You want to definitely use a couple of different steps to start networking with alums or other friends that are connected with the Fordham community. So starting a connect, when you click on community, so you can meet professionals, this basically will show you a few things. You'll be able to see active users, meaning the members of different users on the platform, and then those that are online. This will give you suggestions based off of your profile and how you have filled that out. It'll try to recommend a couple of different alums that might be a match for you to speak with, but then also who's online. So, of course, it's really important to know there's some options to filter people out. So, you could do some generalized searches. So, you could look by industry and basically choose by that. You could look by graduation year, or you could look by various topics that you hope to discuss, maybe potentially with a person. These are other great ways to make connection. Also, there are some additional filters where you can filter it down even more, depending by school, hobby, location, or the campus that you went to. So it's a really great way to just kind of filter down different ways to connect and find information about people that you're looking for. So, walking you through, as you can see, this platform is something very similar to LinkedIn, where you can connect with others to do informational interviews, to get networking advice, maybe to learn about different things, but this is exclusively for Fordham. So, let's use an example here. You can look at Gerald. Gerald, let's say, for example, I'm a comp sci major. He graduated 2012. He said he can help with various things. I'm going to click into the profile, which this will allow me to look a little bit further into what his background is. So you can see right here that it will show you what job functions. He also has the book meeting set up. Everybody doesn't always, so you can always send them a message so you could see from there. But checking out their profile is going to be one of the most critical things that you should be aware of. Two, you can see this. He has a membership, so he is actively connected to Fordham because he's a part of the Fordham mentorship program. So this is a great way to identify people that have been active on the site. So when you see here, this basically will show you, what his path has looked like and what degrees he's had here at Fordham. So it's always great to know that information. But kind of going back up through his profile, you'll see there's some jobs that are connected, meaning he might be able to explain some questions for you about, these types of job roles, or maybe he might have worked for this company. So a great way that it's kind of matching different types of opportunities. But let's go back to the top. We want to message Gerald directly. And this is going to show you kind of like a breakdown. You can ask questions about networking, career exploration, major, but networking is pretty much the main one. I know sometimes people want to ask questions about graduate school if they've seen a person, but it's good to look at the profile and then basically assess from there. This gives kind of like a template, and you could basically always edit that template, which this email goes directly to the person, and it'll allow you to basically respond back and forth through the platform. So keep this moving. We're going to close this out and go back into our community. So that's pretty much how you would kind of process and move the direction of connecting with people. But if you can also see active with this week, or you can see responds within a day. These are great ways to identify how members are responding. So it's a really great way to see who's active on the site, because will everybody always respond? Yes, maybe no. But you definitely want to identify people that are probably the most active too, so you get the best out of your experience. Also, as I mentioned, a few other things when you click on job paths, career paths and jobs, you can actually see jobs right here. This is going to actually show you different types of job opportunities. You can search information. A lot of these jobs are being sourced into the system. But let's just say, for example, I'm interested in this position that was posted 3 days ago, and Jason Stewart, who is an alum, is connected. So you'll see right here, this basically shows me 5 people that are connected to the network that might be able to help with this job. So in preparation, do your research, and you'll be able to see different alums that have different positions that you can probably connect with. So let's use it for an example, going back to one of the members that works at BlackRock. I'll be able to ask questions that might open up the doorway for potential starters. So maybe asking some information about the interview process. So it's good to start, asking those questions, and you can always ask further questions of other people. So you can see he's worked there, he possibly can help you. So it's all about the connection and really learning a little bit more about each of these positions. So as you can see, the job description will allow you to look a little bit further into detail about the actual role, which is beneficial. So when you start asking questions, you can be intentional about what you ask and really know exactly what you want to know from the alum. So moving back, as it's important to understand about career paths. This gives you information about different careers, strengths, interests, skills, so you can look a little bit further into different types of careers that might match the industry. So at least it gives you a better idea of what those different positions may potentially look like based off your hobbies and based off of things that might match the industry area that you've put in your profile. Last piece of this is the resources. There's a lot of different resources here in the library. So when you click on resources, this will give you different types, sample resumes, a career and personality assessment, LinkedIn, big interview, and then other resources that we would recommend. So it's really important to look at these things, because this is going to help you kind of long term to see what are some areas that I can continue to search for mentors, or also think about ways that I can make connections with alums. So RamConnect is a great platform and a great way to make connections with Fordham alums that are looking to connect with students and recent graduates. So I hope you will take this information, and if you have any other further questions, you can contact us directly or make an appointment on Handshake.